Hallo zusammen zu Episode 6 von Let's Talk About Sales Baby. Zu Gast heute ist Roland Hallebeek, der Gründer von Scotty Technologies. Ja, herzlich willkommen. Welcome, Roland. Nice to have you on board. And let's talk about artificial intelligence in sales and recruiting and other possibilities.
Hi, and nice. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, could you maybe tell us a little bit more about Scotty Technologies and the company by themselves?
Of course, yes. As you said, it's a company that's active in the world of conversational AI. We build our own platform. It's called Scotty. And Scotty is a conversational AI platform that in one platform makes it possible to handle your business processes from left to right, bottom to top and back. In any digital channel. So goes from telephony, in and outbound, chat, email, SMS, or any other channels such as Slack or any of the social channels. It makes it possible to have one customer entry point instead of all separate silos that people have many entry points. This makes it possible. You as a client or you as a user, you decide how you want to talk to my brand. You say, hi, I'm Oliver, you're on the phone. And you say, well, I want to get off the phone. I want to switch to WhatsApp. You switch to WhatsApp, the conversation continues. If you say, I want to switch from German to French, you can do that as well. And you stay in the same conversation.
I mean, Scotty is quite smart, right?
It's clever. Yeah.
Yeah. And one of our topics in my sales podcast is relationship building, right? And
right.
Especially in sales and recruiting, this becomes more and more a topic.
Right.
Can your company bring in added value according to relationship building?
Yeah, we believe so. Yes, we differentiate. I mean, we've been doing this for quite some time now. And Scotty is the result of all the lessons that my co-founder, Rainer Bruns, and me learned over the past years with different technologies, different industries, different geographies. And we saw an opportunity for what was missing. And what was missing is a one platform approach where a robot works very closely together with humans. And synchronously and asynchronously. Synchronously means phone now. Chat, I'll send you a chat. You get the chat, but if you do something with, I don't know. But Scotty can do all those things. Why we like to differentiate between in a relationship building or engagement. That is what we do every day. But we would like to differentiate what machines are great at and what humans are great at. And that's why we build a platform, like I said, that works closely together between humans and machine. Because there's no such thing as one awesome experience by a human or one awesome experience by a machine these days. Why? In our conviction, the consumer behavior changed big time over the past couple of years. People have been, on top of that, COVID made it quite normal that people work from home, that people engage differently, that we have calls such as these. And people changed also their consumer behavior, right? Because there's a lot of online purchasing being done, orientation, information is done, and not always face-to-face anymore. People do not always walk into a shop anymore. There's more a mixed match of all those channels. So therefore, our technology needs to support that. The machine is great at doing. It's a clever robot. It's a robot. So never hide. It's a robot. It's a robot. Robots are built for repetition, scale, machine speed, day and night. They never sleep. They do not go on vacation, so they're always there, which is great. Which is a great asset. The humans are great at empathy, creativity, being nice, making the real engagement and make the real click and connect. But humans go on vacation, they sleep, they get ill, they want to eat, they take sanitary breaks and everything. When you look at the online behavior, big grow in volume. People say, I have kids at home. We worked at home over the past 2 years. Kids at home. My downtime is when everybody goes to bed, 8:30 at night. I have time for me. Then I would like to have my work on my little shopping list. I want to talk to my bank. I want to make a purchase. I want to make a complaint. I wanted the information on, let's say, a vacancy I saw, or I want to understand where my delivery is. Yeah. Those are the times when typically humans that work for these type of companies where you would like to make the inquiries are not there anymore because they leave at 6 or at 8, but they typically do not work until 11. These times you come from the industry of recruitment as well. War on talent has been going on for years. Super difficult to find the right people, but even harder once you have them to keep them. So you cannot just say, oh, you guys work till 11. So that's why the mix between humans and machines are also very necessary. There's just simply not enough people to deliver on the demand that is there. People want services day and night almost.
Sorry, but Roland, it's quite interesting how you explain the roles of Scotty. I mean, if you look at the at Germany, for example, a lot of people are afraid of artificial intelligence and bots. But I mean, I would say it's a dream team, right? If you combine the benefits of a bot who can maybe take over the parts of the job that are not interesting for the human being, and the human being takes over roles where you need more empathy and more emotional engagement.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is nice. I mean, what would you say are the typical fields and industries where Scotty could help the companies?
Well, where human or engagement is important, I would say. So nearly all customer service areas, but also recruitment, where I will specify recruitment a bit later. But where where engagement is important, you want to be available. You do not want to offer your client a waiting line. You do not want to offer your client a, well, I'm sorry, please call us back tomorrow experience. Where customer experiences become more and more important. And we work also in Germany, Oliver, and because again, we're all humans, right? We don't like waiting in a waiting line. If we have time, we would like to have it now. And it's good to have the skepticism against technology. It's great because there needs to be, because there's a lot of crappy technology out there. And that is fact. I mean, you would not use it, I would not use it. So if you use technology, it's only because it adds something to you, because it delivers you a value that you would expect, right? So if you and we found, I mean, Rainer and me, we worked over the large portion of the world over the past years in these fields. Banks, airlines, retailers, agencies, recruitment agencies, etc., wide variety. All very much service-oriented. We want to engage our clients. We want to engage our prospects. We want to engage our employees in a much better way. So what the bot does, and gives you the opportunity to take away a lot of the repetition and the more boring side of work, day and night, freeing up time for the professionals so that they can do the nicer part of the work, what humans are great at. And that brings a lot more joy for the employees, we find as well, because people also say, but people probably feel threatened by it. Very often the biggest fans of these machines, in our experience, are the people that we give back time to, or that we make sure that they do not have the boring work anymore, because they can do the nice side of the job, which is engaging clients, fulfilling a service, or recruiting, make sure somebody really is placed on a job instead of vacancy, instead of doing all the admin work. So it goes hand in hand. Like you said, when you do it well and the machine is adopted well and the change is done well, it is a winning team.
I mean, when I look at my past and in the industry, I worked more than 8 years in the technical facility management sector and in automotive industry.
Okay.
And I see a huge chance to implement these bots exactly for ticketing systems. Or if you have shutdowns, breakdowns, it could help a lot to speed up the process and maybe help the employees to get better ticketing systems, right?
Yes.
How do you see that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We do these integrations, for example, ticket systems like ServiceNow. I mean, the industry standards in these areas. We integrate with them because, again, Scotty is a conversational AI. What does it mean? Conversation is the key asset of the robots. Conversation means language is important. So if you have a good language experience and a good language design of the process, then the process is basically triggered and facilitated by language and the conversation. And the machines offer the proper information to build context or to build relevance so that it's about you, not just a generic experience, but it's about you, about Oliver. And you say, well, it's your ticket. We make sure that we solve it for you. And language is therefore the differentiator in that. And the machine, so what happens underwater? That is a lot of APIs. It's, of course, the platform is API first. It's clever. It can do a lot of exchanges very fast with many of the industry standard applications. But where the magic happens is where you engage the robot, where you understand, it gets me. I do not have to repeat myself 7 times. It does not hang up on me, or it really brings me a solution, and not just takes the solution like in ticketing. Oh, thank you for your ticket, and then we call you back when we are done. No, but it will engage you. It can take the call, but also can call you.
Okay.
And so that is what we mean with engagement, is that we bring it very close to home for you. High contextual.
That means Scotty would be able to give the customer feedback if the issue is, for example, solved.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
nice.
Or it will update you in the meantime. So sorry, Oliver, we expected it to have it done in half an hour. It will be, I'll call you back in 10 minutes because I expect a solution then, something like that. But it can do this in text, in voice, in speech, like etc. So that you are engaged the way that is suitable for you, and not like what happened very often in IT. This is a system. Here you go, Oliver. This is the way of working. No, we turn it around. We make it an engagement that is suitable for you, because sometimes you are in a massive production facility, tons of noise, calling makes no sense. We'll text you. Or when you are in your car, you want voice only because you do not want to text, right? So the conversation can be switched between the channels, languages, as I said, but we make it suitable for you in the position or at the location where you are. In your car, you want a different experience than when you are in line at the baker.
And is there a list of countries that you already delivered to, or is this limited?
No, not at all. Scotty is, we can handle about 154 languages. Currently, and that's a nice point. Conversational AI, as we said, of course, there's huge parties like the Googles, the Microsofts, the American type orientations. They are very strong English, Spanish, for example, because that is where the language territories are. Us being from Europe, we are used to work with many different languages because it's a given. Every other 1,000 kilometers, somebody speaks a different language. Or more. So we are very used to work with many languages. We have clients where Scotty services their clients in over 10 languages. But also we have clients, for example, in the industry of recruitment, where we work with Arabic, German, English, Polish, all mixed together. And that is simply because labor migration is a fact. Europe, we have the freedom to work anywhere we like. And we have a lot of people that come from somewhere else. So they speak German to a certain level, or they speak English to a certain level. But then you do not want to say, well, I'm sorry, I can't serve you anymore. So then it's really nice if the bot can serve you in Arabic, for example, and that you still can end or in Turkish, in German, Turkish is super relevant. So the experience is so people feel valued as well. Engagement is also about respect, I think, and we believe it's important to service people well the best possible way, end to end, which is very difficult to find solutions where humans need to service all those languages. In, let's say, if you live in Düsseldorf, maybe you're lucky, but if you are in the south of Germany, Freiburg, then maybe French is easy. German is easy, but then other languages will be less easy.
I mean, it's quite interesting if we look at the field of people who are sent abroad, right? And you need onboarding in China, for example, then Scotty could be an added value as well to help them maybe find rooms or give them a feedback, help them in their daily life as an employee.
Yeah, exactly. People are used to Siri, for example. Scotty is a very clever Siri.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, I really like the conversation, Roland. Can we talk about the companies that already use Scotty, just to give the audience a little bit of a feedback and impressions who already use this nice bot?
Yeah, of course. Well,
hey, and another question. I mean, we are in the field of gender topics. I mean, we can change the name as well, right? It does not always have to be Scotty. Scotty can be a female as well, right?
Scotty is a very flexible personality by design.
That's good.
No, but it's a very good point. It's a very good point because you were talking about customer engagement, for example. So it needs to be on brand. It needs to be fitting your brand. The conversations need to be fitting your brand. So the use of language, use of conversation needs to be fitting your brand. Some companies say, hey, hi, good morning. Some are much more formal. It can be a girl, can be a guy. It can be in different, we have companies where in different departments is a female or a man. If you want, because for example, retailers that have about a couple of 100,000 different products. When it comes to technical questions or technical product specialists, people expect a guy. Women are great at it as well, but so the bot needs to be a guy.
Okay.
But not just a guy, but it needs a guy with a low-pitched voice. So it needs to sound very serious and needs to sound very knowledgeable. But also we work for like retailers that are in the business of also in Germany, glasses, hearing aids, so older population, but also hipster population. Different brands in Germany that have for example, 𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐻𝐬 or they have different brands as well in the same retail group. The one brand has a different image than the other brand because that is like where they target younger groups. And the other one targets older groups. Hearing aids more often are elderly people. They expect something different. So voice, the use of language, use of the what you say and how you say it, but also boy girl does matter a lot. And you can personalize it as much as you like when it comes to names. It's been called many names. The typical industries that we are working for at the moment, we started off Scotty was born at the National Post of Scandinavia. So it was in the post and logistics area. So a lot of consumer clients, business clients as well, long waiting lines, a lot of customer entry points. We took them all away. We made it 2. They had over 150 entry points. Within half a year, they only had 2 left. Chat and voice. And clients and a lot of companies have the tendency over the past years to say, yeah, we are super delighted that you're our client. You are most valuable to us. Then you need to call them. Well, good luck. Because the other departments, their business is to hide the phone number on the website. Please do not call us.
Yeah, the challenges are difficult now, are different, and I see the benefit out of it. And I mean, especially we are talking about Corona since 2 years, and the whole Corona business was a huge business in Germany, and I think in the Netherlands as well.
And, we had the same Corona.
Yeah, but it could be interesting as well, talking about bots. I mean, if you try to get someone on the phone from a government department, it's not possible, but the bot will be available day
Always
and night.
Always
yeah,
there.
and he could already give you an advice and maybe send you to a doctor or a testing station, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can continue to talk about that topic for the next few hours. Hey, shall we do some name dropping about some of the biggest clients that you have and you are allowed to talk to?
Well, client names I'm always careful with. We work quite a few clients in the I would say top 10 European recruiting and what do you call it? Temporary agency firms, like in Germany, but also in Netherlands, but also outside of it. So recruiting, staffing is a big area. And what Scotty does there, like you said, like �𝐫𝐴MT in Germany. We've been talking to them as well. We do the intake, right? So finding the people to do the tests. So Scotty, basically fully automatic, can recruit you. You apply. Scotty, you talk to Scotty. Scotty takes basically does the intake. Ask you the qualifications criteria. If you are qualified, we dispatch you directly to one of the recruiters that will make sure that you get to the job. Or if you're not fit, we can recommend you another job. Big retailers that, like I said, they different. So we have ones with hundreds and thousands of products. Also, we have them with hundreds of stores, like literally like nearly 1,000 stores. Scotty does the appointment management because it takes tons of time. I want to set an appointment. No, I changed my mind. I want to do it there, and there. It doesn't sound like a very sexy case, but it takes about 400 people daily to manage those appointments. So that is super nice that we can take it away, because those 400 people, first of all, don't like doing it. Secondly, they can use them very well in the service in the stores to sell or to service their clients. We work for 𝐿𝐿𝐻𝐢𝐼𝐧𝐭𝐢𝐿𝐻 in the Netherlands as well, but also we work for a German group of health clinics. Basically doing the triaging, the non-medical triaging. So who are you? Hey, Oliver, we know you. Is this still your address, etc., etc. And of course you say, I want to speak to Dr. A, Z, A, B, or C. Everybody wants to talk to the doctor right away. Scotty can do the triaging, taking away a lot of pressure on the people in the hospital. But also Scotty does sales for telco. Abroad in Scandinavia, where we basically they do campaigns. Scotty does the direct follow-up. Or like I said, in temp agencies, what is super important, once you have a good candidate, you want to handle them now. You don't want them to wait. And you want to execute right away. For one of the biggest tech companies on the planet, Scotty is getting involved in how we rationalize other chatbots. Because there are so many of them, it's the coherency or the plan is not really there anymore. So can we make one good solution that does it all instead of having all these point-to-point solutions? So that is very much focused on care, on troubleshooting, on trouble tickets, solving those and informing you. So engagement again, but also maybe a very cool one. I think it's very cool. We have a client that has over 1 million loyalty cards handed out. So big retail chain. We have over 1 million people that have our loyalty card, they say. But almost no one of the 1 million people used the card or activated the card. Yeah, they handed them out, but they don't use it. They don't even know who these people are. So Scotty is in the process of reactivating people or activating people. So now instead of handing out the cards, people leave the store already a member of their club before they leave the store.
Cool.
Scotty does the intake and basically gets all your information that we need, which is only phone number, email, know you're Oliver, we check if it's your name. Then you're in the digital channel before you leave the store. And there we can say, hey, Oliver, what is your interest? What is your fields of interest? Well, I'd like to talk to you about this, this, and this, and this. We will not bother you with the rest, but you're in the channel, you're in the digital channel. We can give you offers. We can work on the loyalty. We can activate you as a client. So very salesy, I think. But it's also, and it goes hand in hand with engagements. So we make sure the brand, because once you're in the digital channel and it's a relevant conversation for you, you keep the channel. A lot of companies send tons of emails people don't read. You don't know if they read and what they do with it. Handing out a loyalty card with no plan also doesn't work, because people, they have maybe a few of those cards and then toss them away, then you never see them again. So in all these cases, engagement is important, experience is important, no waiting lines. We make it relevant and very contextual for you. We talk only about the stuff that's relevant for you. Okay. And that is what the bot can do. And you're right, we can talk about this for hours. Let's not do that.
Roland, what I will do now is thank you first of all for being my guest today. I will put your link to your company in the comment section. Okay. And I will invite anyone of the audience to contact you or contact me, and I will send you the contacts afterwards. And yeah, happy to talk to you again. Yeah, we will have a next chat. I'm really sure that we will do that.
We look forward.
Thank you very much, Roland.
Okay. Vielen Dank und tschüss.
Gerne, Dankeschön.